Hello, all of you beautiful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Rhiv, and this is Data Anomaly Hunter's Scar, Season 2, Episode 20, Into the Thick of It. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io, so take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, though, we shall begin with introductions, beginning with Lightpaw. Lightpaw.
Might help if my shoulder hadn't bumped my mute button. Hi, I'm Lightpaw. I am the storyteller for this fun little campaign, and I don't have any other interesting things. Arcus.
Hi, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing the brothers Arcus and Folger. They are an electric basic Harrismon who is currently unconscious. On to the Asher. Also, Zim, the tip amount is messed up.
Yes, let me fix that. I am Rhiv, and I am playing as Asher the Labramon. Astral Light type, God of Death, Lord of Evil, all those terrible, horrible things. Off to the minion.
Hello, y'all. IDDoThings, or Ido if you prefer. And I'll be playing Haboku, the necrotic fire type Lugamon, the undead minion of Asher, and generally confused, but slowly getting his mind, his very fractured mind back together. On to the Jace.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I'm going to be playing Jace, the Black Gilliamon X that is Shadow Mythic type, and tied up at the moment, unfortunately. Kotora, go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Raharu, and I'll be playing Kotora, the Mythic Fire type Gabumon. and I think a lot of shenanigans are going to occur this session. On to you, Tal.
Hello, I'm Taldarius, and I'll be playing Rhiv, the Mythic Water type Vorpamon.
Alright, and for the recap, go for it, Tal.
Yep. Mostly we did things around the camp in order to help prepare for our next moves, including finishing out our watches for the night and getting additional instruction from the Data Anomaly Hunters currently. We are still kind of sort of in a limbo, but it got suggested to us that while we waited out some things, we go towards the ruins, but there was a bit of a blocker towards that happening, known as Rhiv was completely incapable of hearing. And while Rhiv and Naoki were of the opinion that you don't need to hear to go into ruins, Asher was not putting up with that as the medic, and straight up forbid Rhiv from going anywhere near the ruins while he was unable to hear. At one point, Rhiv was able to hear something, which means that to him, hearing fixed, can go to ruins. Anyone want to add some things? Because I'm just kind of doing a quick one.
Then, Jace, there was also a Haboku. Well, actually, first, there was a pitfall trap that we all fell into, minus Asher, where somehow we also got Jace found a very interesting picture of a Growlmon. And then later on, Haboku was, I believe, patrolling around the perimeter. And then when Haboku heard the disagreement, he tried running back, but became a dream catcher in a rope trap. And then Jace Oh, also, Volker fell unconscious during the disagreement. And, Jace, picked him up and, went over to the last known Haboku location and found, Haboku tied up in ropes. And when he tried to free him, he, joined the rope pile, along with an unconscious, Volker. So that's where we left off.
It is indeed where we left off. Quick question for you guys. So it was 2 weeks ago. Do you guys want to roll a new initiative to see who acts in what order, or do you want to keep the initiative that we had at the end of the last session?
It's still there, so no reason to roll it again.
I mean, the initiative thing, I don't particularly think it matters. I'm fine with just going to the most recent thing that we kind of left off with, which was the picture in the rope situation.
Oh yeah, the
That'll be
picture
nice and
also
fun.
fell out of Jace's pockets.
Yeah, and Kotora was heading towards it.
Yep.
So was Asher.
It's kind of a big group situation anyway, so
Kotora was also heading towards it. I mean, he was heading towards Jace and Haboku because he heard the noises.
Okay. Ignore that. That was for something from last week. Wow, the dice are huge today.
yeah. After the most recent update, they've all been like that. So just so you know.
Oh, you don't have to roll on the thing anymore. You can just roll wherever and it goes in. Okay.
Oh, well, now I can't just throw dice to myself. Sad.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, and then look, it's appearing. Dang it, where's my real dice? I need something to fidget with.
All right then. So Kotora and Asher, you guys were heading towards the cocooned Jace.
I mean, Haboku and Arcus are there too. I'd say Haboku's probably the one who's more cocooned, being the one who was there longer.
Yeah, somehow you've managed. Somehow, when Jace got tangled up in this, he managed to actually get his entire tail tangled up with you. So your nose is out. You can still breathe, but that's pretty much the only part of you that's exposed right now.
How many feet of rope are up here?
It's more Jace's
Asher-
tail.
Asher also comes prepared.
Asher probably
Other
made
quick
at least multiple of these with the sole hope that Jace would go into him.
Although, quick question, Asher, what did you make that rope out, or rather, what kind of rope did you buy? What was it made from?
No idea. I just know that I have a bunch of rope.
Yeah, it wasn't listed in the old item list. It was just rope. Rhiv also has that rope, and it's just listed as rope.
Yeah, okay, we're probably just going to call it cotton rope and be done with it then. So, yeah, you guys are approaching the cocoon.
I guess the question is, who picks up the we'll call it a letter first.
Well, Asher knew about it and was very curious.
So it's a question of whether Asher or Kotora gets there first, or whether Kotora cares enough to stop Asher from picking it up.
Well, that's a Kotora question.
That is
So I
indeed a
suppose
Kotora
I
question.
could. I suppose I could roll initiative to see if I get there first.
Yeah, we could do that.
Why didn't it count the 7?
Oh, so now it's doing that for everyone, apparently.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, great.
Broke it backwards.
Just gonna do a test roll.
At least the 10s are re-rolling.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
that's
not
about the
counting
only thing
7.
that was working right for us when we were having this problem as the storyteller.
Yep,
Interesting.
it's affecting everyone now.
Maybe they changed part of the code at some point, I guess?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
They might have, though.
Well, yeah, but because it was working on some other people's like personal things before.
Mm.
But we'll have to check.
It's also not counting the 9s as, or the 8s as successes.
No, it does because it's not counting that. It's not that part of the code isn't working. The 10s are working though.
Why did it not count my 10?
It counted it at... Oh, because you got a 1, so it counted the
Because
10,
you got a
but
1.
it took the 1 away.
We
not
literally
counting
were
the 9.
just discussing this,
Ah.
Raharu.
I know. I thought the 10 didn't count. I thought the 10 didn't count, but no, it was the 9 that didn't count. Never mind. Even though it's getting highlighted. What the hell?
Well, it's getting
Well, it got
highlighted
highlighted
because
because that was your explosion roll.
Ah. Okay, then that's 5.
Yeah, that green highlighting is the explosion roll highlight.
How do you get 5?
He
Because
sold the 1.
I sold the 1.
Ah. Okay, well, you were right first.
Okay.
We already know what it is,
Kotora.
Kotora.
Well, this is also
Kotora,
whether
it's alright.
he cares about the thing as opposed to people being tied up in the air.
Yeah. So what did this seem like? Is basically Jace and Haboku just being tangled up in a net, right?
And Arcus.
Well-
Slash
Oh, Arcus too?
Furry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, because Arcus was a passenger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
A little help, please.
Ah. Ah. Kotora is going to ponder for a moment. I feel like if I try to untangle you guys, I'm just gonna get tangled myself. Are you guys okay with me just trying to burn out the ropes?
I would really prefer that you not.
Okay, then you untangle them. This is your trap after all.
Well, sir, you're the one that just ran over here faster.
Of course, because I heard them. I wanted to see what was going on.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't want me to burn away the ropes, then go ahead and get them out yourself, Asher.
Well, Asher's going to pick up the letter, as we're calling it. He looks at both sides, looks up at Jace.
Jace has that look of, are you done yet?
What is that?
Oh my.
Asher will show the safe side to Kotora.
What the heck do
Why
I
do I
see in
get
the
this?
safe side?
I just get the feeling that
same-
Asher has that whole SpongeBob face where he got Squidward for Happy Patty.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
So what the heck do I see on the safe side, quote unquote?
It was a birthday message.
Ah. And what was it? What was written on it?
I don't specifically remember. It was just something about happy birthday, Jace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kotora is going to blink as he reads that. Is it your birthday today, Jace? Where did you get this?
We went over this like 3 hours ago. I have no idea who sent it.
Okay. Wait. Was somebody... The only way that you could have gotten that was if somebody else did that trick that you do without that you do. Was it a
You act
was
like
it a,
I'm the only one that knows how to do this.
say that again?
You act like I'm the only one that knows how to do this.
I didn't say that you're the only one that knows how to do this. I'm just saying that it must have been somebody that knows how to do it. Which I'm just kind of thinking that it might be somebody that you know.
I
Can
don't
you
know
think
who.
of
I don't
anybody?
know who's still alive that. I don't know who. I don't know who's still alive that knows my birthday, because I sure as heck don't.
Well, okay then. What is there anything that I can do to help with untangling them, Asher? Because I don't want to get tangled up myself.
No.
Okay.
Asher's just gonna, casually walk over, pocket the letter, and flip the failsafe.
A generous bestowal.
Thank
Gimund
you,
underscore shipped
Gimund.
$20. Rope tradition time.
Thank you so much for that tip, Gimund. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. But yeah, he's just gonna, casually pull the failsafe, because every good trap has a failsafe only the maker knows about to release it.
Does this mean we fall?
Well, yes. Provided Lightball's
Hey,
there.
Hey, could I make like a... never mind. That would be a very low roll anyways. I was about to ask if I could make an academic check to see if I could have Kotora remember that failsafe thing that Asher just did.
Remembering it later would probably be a lore check anyway.
Oh. Well, I guess that one will be a little bit better.
But that'd be like later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would only work for this one specific trap. He never repeats the same failsafe twice.
No, but if it's the same kind of track, it is likely that it could be similar. So knowing this one would help him learn about the others.
Did we lose Lightpaw, by the way?
I
No,
think
I don't know. I
so.
haven't heard him for a bit.
I'm double
This
checking
is the dankest
something.
dungeon.
Regin tipped $5. Trees. Trees. They are us.
Hi, Raijin. Thank you for the tip.
Cat. Give me my dice back, Cat. Cat.
Oh no!
He just picked up one of my dice and tried to run with it.
Oof.
I think the gate atom on has rescinded Jace's dice privileges after the envelope in their coffee mug.
Yeah, that's clearly what it is. So, where's the? Yeah. I'm sorry, I was trying to see if I can figure out why the success. It looks like they may have changed the way the dice macro works, and was trying to figure it out. We will do that later.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing that in a second.
I believe we need to roll fall damage for 3 of us there.
I don't know if Arcus / Fulgur can even resist the fall damage.
I don't know if you guys could really roll acrobatics too much right now.
No.
I know Haboku who can.
I'd apologize about my tail, Haboku, but this isn't my fault technically.
I mean, at the very least, Arcus / Fulgur should have a nice cushion.
Oh yay, Jace gets to be bed again.
When isn't he bed?
He's a very nice bed.
Jace is gonna wake up one of these days and half the party's gonna be sleeping on him.
Yes.
Weren't we only 10 feet off the ground? Because
I'm pretty sure they were like 20.
Yeah, we were up there. I thought.
I mean, last we heard.
I mean, we were up there. Now we're falling.
Yeah, now they're not up there.
I don't remember where the fall damage rules are.
Should we
Under
chapter
adventuring.
4, I think?
Chapter 5.
4 or 5?
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
IDDoThings tipped $5.
Thank you so much for that tip, Ido. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed.
Instagram's just not cooperating today.
It might be an ordering thing, because before they all individually worked, but there was an ordering issue with them, so I'm going to see if I can figure out what that is.
Looks like it is 2 damage from the +1 damage per 5-foot increment. So
we all take 2 damage.
Yep. Because it's
And
1.10.
Antiquity does not apply.
Correct.
Thump,
Could
thump,
have been
thump.
worse.
That
Alright,
thump
untangle.
is. Yeah, go ahead and get yourselves untangled. I will whisper what I was about to whisper, or what I was about to say.
As we all wait to hear this whisper.
The relevant party has been informed. You guys land with a thump and take that 2 damage.
Ow. Alright. Alright. Chase is going to start untangling them.
You just get a
Is
lot of
anybody gonna
multiple
be
stroke
helping?
when you grab a Haboku.
What'd you say, Lightpaw?
Is anyone external to this Shibari trap going to be helping Jace to untangle him? Everybody.
Nope.
I sure will.
Yeah, now Kotora is
Okay.
not getting anywhere near Asher's trap because he's just afraid that he's just gonna get tangled himself if he tries. Unfortunately.
Okay. This one is going to be a much less challenging roll then. If you could go ahead and roll acrobatics now, Jace.
Acrobatics? Give me a second. I'm going to subdual shift first then, but first I gotta revert, so give me a second here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna do it old school.
Oof.
Really, dice? Really?
Yeah.
Sold the one.
You just know what
Okay,
to do.
now I'm fine. Alright, and then change it to acrobatics. There. Now I can be useful. You said the reduced
A
difficulty?
generous bestowal.
I said it will not be
Mr.
as
Dragon
difficult as it was, but that
114
is a
tipped
target
$20.
thing, not a successes thing.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, that was counting the successes.
Yeah, that's
well,
still
Mr.
That's a
Dragon.
1.
Thank you for that tip. Thank you so much for the support.
I was gonna eat that too. So yeah, I'm not getting out of this.
Wow, Asher, what you? Yeah, somehow you don't end up more tangled than you were, but you're pretty sure you've made a knot somewhere in there.
Let me see if I can make a.
Kotora is looking worried. Asher, I think your traps may be too good.
No such thing. Just because they can't get out of it does not mean that I should have done it any different. Maybe make it even harder to get out of.
of course, true combo.
The truest of combos.
Yeah, Boku got a 1. And for forceful.
Watch as Arcus just wiggles his way right out and just fine.
yeah.
Arcus is able to get out of it without impaling anybody.
Oh, good morning, Arcus.
Arcus!
Hey, hey, hey.
Hold up, don't move, a missile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're standing right on a... Oh, no. Stop moving!
I'm not moving. He's vibrating like crazy.
Right, Haboku. Let's do this together. Ready?
Jace, you should probably throw the Arcus this way.
Give me a second. Let me see if I can.
Where are we?
Arcus, I'll explain
looking
in like
around.
5 minutes. I need to get out of this first. Haboku, can you assist at all? Do you get like teamwork or any?
He has teamwork. It's one either way. He has one acrobatics and one teamwork. So take one.
Take one. One, two, three, four, three.
Well, does the 3 get us out?
Oh, we got a light bulb break. Somebody start the light bulb breaker counter.
Zim, I'm starting to think you might have been correct. I have no idea why I was expecting you guys to actually make it to the ruins today.
Really, light bulb?
I mean...
Apparently, you're just...
There's this, but also Asher is not going to give in that easily.
To be fair, neither is Jace.
Like, even if he's lying and such, Asher knows what he knows. So, yeah.
Well, Rhiv was able to hear for a while. Suddenly, for no reason. That we know.
Bridges to cross when we cross them. I think first we need to... Can I take a... Can I just take a 20?
Yeah, I think
This
at
game
this
doesn't
point,
have take a 20, but...
I think at this point, yeah. You guys need to just take your time and very, very slowly get out of that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. Okay, 5. I'm tired of witnessing that. I'm gonna try and help.
The 5 is enough to finally get the...
Except you are going into the area with all the traps.
I'm just trying to untangle Jace, and that's an actual good roll.
You are definitely able to finally get the rope off of Jace and Haboku. It's almost a net at this point, Asher, but it is technically your rope.
Kotora is going to hand Asher his rope. Here you go.
Asher's going to be putting it right back how it was.
I'm going to pick up Arcus and carefully leave the trap zone with Haboku.
Hey, Jace.
Yes?
No, that was me out of character. Arcus is vibrating like crazy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So is this Fulgur or Arcus here? Which one do we got?
Fulgur's got one?
Yeah, he passed out a while ago. All right, Arcus. Come on, I got something to show you.
Is it the lurid photo that you have yet to retrieve?
No, I already know Asher has it. I'm just going to ignore it for the time being. I'm bringing Arcus to his tent, to his bag, because he's got a stack of notes and a journal for himself.
Okay, which way?
And this is why I'm carrying you. Come here. We'll just... So I'm gonna set you down here. Don't run off.
It looks like he's vibrating into the ground.
Jace is gonna pull out the notes and the journal and be like, "These are from your brother."
He looks like he doesn't even understand what you're saying.
Read them, please.
Oh, okay. He starts looking them over.
Haboku looks a bit
Then
sad.
through
that
all of his
Boulder's
stuff?
gone, but happy that Arcus is back. Having two friends in one body is a hard thing for him to grasp currently.
On one hand, oh no, friend missing. Oh no. Oh hey, friend back. Different friend though.
Yeah, pretty much Haboku's line of thought.
So he's doing the thing that all dogs do when one person leaves the house and another one comes home at the same time. Excited but
Yep.
miss, excited but miss, excited but miss. Which do I focus on? Help!
So he reads through the notes and then he just starts running around the camp.
Arcus, alright. I tried.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Actually,
Want you
maybe
to
I
what?
shouldn't, in case I get go after him.
If he's just running around the camp, he should be fine as long as he's... Arcus, stay within the camp.
I am. I don't have
Hmm.
some potato tea.
Did Fulgur have coffee?
Yes.
Yes.
It finally got him. It finally gets to him.
Jace sighs, is gonna go and sit by the fire and pull out his guitar. Alright, well, that can wait then until he burns himself out. And we should probably have a bit of a group discussion at some point about things, and our plans for the next several days. But that can wait.
Naoki has her backpack on, a pith helmet on top of her other helmet, and is standing next to you. What's there to discuss? We were going to the ruins.
Absolutely positively not. Take that off. Sit down.
At the tone of Jace's voice, Haboku's just going to sit down.
I guess the question is, can Rhiv still hear?
Check your whispers.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But I thought we agreed that the ruins were probably the best place to hide and wait for your friends to show up.
No, we did not. We specifically said that as long as Rhiv cannot hear, we're not going in.
Yeah, but he said he could hear just a minute ago, didn't he?
Oh, really? And you don't think it's a little weird that he can just hear out of nowhere?
That is
When he was just
medically
told to take
impossible.
2 weeks to heal?
He did respond to people around him correctly.
He did.
And the people around him are pressing X to doubt.
Hey, Rhiv.
Rhiv already left to go to his tent to start packing up his stuff.
I mean, I already
I thought
packed
you guys
up the
already.
tent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought the tent was
Okay,
already packed.
cool. Oh, if it was already packed, then yeah, no, he'd just be looking through all his stuff just to double check. But yeah,
Hey,
I forgot that
Rhiv.
we already packed up most of the stuff.
Hey, Rhiv. Yeah, I didn't think that was
Can Rhiv see Jace looking at him and like talking?
That's up to you. It's going to depend
Well,
entirely
I don't
on
know how.
positioning.
I mean,
Would-
Jace went back to the camp with Arcus and Haboku, and you were at the camp. So unless you just went somewhere completely different, you should be there.
Yes, but he
I
is
didn't-
also
yeah.
digging through his stuff, so probably not able
Yeah.
to.
Which
see
is
it.
why I
Yeah,
was asking.
that's
Yeah.
the primary
Okay.
question here is
Okay.
Riv distracted enough by
Guess I'll roll a perception check.
that sounds like a plan.
Fair.
Well, that wasn't the right thing. That was me trying to test something out.
I was about to say one whole die? That don't seem right.
No, I pressed enter too quickly. I was changing something around. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Rib's physical perception. I guess I could have just rolled the one dice because it would have been the same.
No, there's one success in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
well, yeah,
one
no, that's what I'm
successful
saying. There was
too.
one success in the other one.
Oh, yeah. No.
I could have just rolled the one dice and the results would have been the same.
Riv, your notes are very well organized. You're pretty sure you've got everything you need for a good ruin spelunking adventure.
All right. Hey, if his hearing came back at some point, he's also fully of the opinion that, maybe it'll come back later.
Jace is gonna motion towards Riv and be like, "See, it's already gone again."
Wait, hold on. I have one savior. I don't know if. Let me. I have one potential savior. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. I can have Mir try to get the roll to get Riv's attention. Nope. Me messing with the ordering. Okay.
You took out the E10, so it didn't explode.
Yeah. I was just messing around with it in order to try and find out.
For the record, I
If the
did
order
put
was a
in
problem-
a support message in their Discord.
Cool. In that case, Mir will probably just move in the direction because Riv did set up the whole move in the direction I need to look thing if something auditory happens. So he'll just feel the tug in that direction, look up, wave at everyone, not say anything, and then go back into his pack.
Yep, we're not going to the ruins. Period.
Yeah, I kind of figured it wouldn't last long. After all, that's usually a cheap trick that doesn't work that well, anyways. No, I actually. What was that?
No, you finished saying what you're saying.
No, I absolutely don't trust going into the ruins with Riv at all right now. His spatial awareness is completely dead. The fight happened right behind him. He didn't hear Haboku when he got tied up in a tree. No.
To be fair, he did hear that. He just didn't go over there.
But Jace has no
Yeah,
reason to. Jace has no reason. Jace has no reason to assume to know that.
Out of character, Jace does know that. Jace knows why Riv could hear for a moment.
Oh.
Also, I did actually roll to see how long that would last.
I kind of figured.
It, unfortunately, didn't roll very high.
Kotora is going to wave a paw right in front of Riv's face.
He'll look up.
Kotora is going to point at one of the ears on his pelt. Can you hear me?
All right, time for insight checks, baby. Of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, 7.
Arcus runs by.
Well then.
I mean, I'll solo one. Cool. So now that's a 3. I think with a 3 insight, Rhiv could, especially considering the pointing, can kind of make a guesstimate, and his guesstimate is going to be just saying, real quick, "Oh, I'll be fine."
Kotora is going to give a bit of a sigh. and then shake his head.
Rhiv tries to hide it, but he has just like the most little bit of a dang expression for a second.
So yeah, we're not going in there, and I doubt we should go in there at all.
So what? Are we just going to stay right here?
It's probably our best option. At least we got the traps for the time being. I don't really want to go into a dangerous situation with so many unknowns. Knowing that Rhiv doesn't have her back.
To be entirely fair, I think we are in a dangerous situation with so many unknowns as it is.
Yeah, but I'll take the unknowns that I'm familiar with versus the unknowns of a cave.
Understandable.
Not to mention, they can just follow us into the cave.
Well,
Everyone's avoiding using the R word.
well, not really.
Well, now they have Hyper Arcus.
How would they not be
intentionally
able?
avoid the R word.
How exactly would they not be able to follow us into the same place that we go?
Well, if they saw us go there, then yes. But according to Naoki, it's a place that hasn't really been explored before. So
Asher is going to gesture at all the paw prints on the ground around us.
we can make a diversion with that. Do you not know how to cover your tracks, Asher?
I am aware of how to do that, yes. We're not going.
Oh, I'm in agreement with you. I don't want Rhiv to go while he's not able to hear. It's just that I don't know. We don't either option. Either option kind of feels sucky to me.
Rhiv is standing on the edge of our kind of half former campsite, just in the direction that he knows the ruins were.
Kotora, the problem is... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Kotora, I have a problem with the way that Riv's acting here. I don't think letting him even go in is a smart idea.
You think? I am sharp. I am quite aware of that. Who do you think you're talking to?
Still, I think we're better off staying out here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to keep a big old eye on Rip because I am pretty sure that he's not going to be able to keep the keep the arch in check after he got all after he got all excited.
So, do you really think it's safe for him to be in the DHH like this?
Kotora is going to tilt his head and wonder. Maybe not, but I mean, we both had our reasons for going to the for ended up joining the DAH anyways. As it turns out, it turned out to be the same exact reason. Funnily enough.
Well, that's understandable. If you can't trust him enough to the point where this is happening, you might want to reconsider doing this, or at least if you have to babysit him like this. Also, don't take this the wrong way. You seem to let your emotions get in the way a little bit of your logical thinking skills a little bit yourself.
Well, I'm sorry that I just feel a little bit I'm sorry that I get a little bit emotional over my little brother.
Just to put this on the table, people who tend to let their emotions run them tend to get into really nasty situations. And I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but just food for thought that usually actions taken in the heat of passion are the ones that are most reckless.
Kotora is gonna rub the back of his head. I mean, I guess I can understand that.
But you may want to have a real serious conversation with Rhiv at some point in time about... He looks over at Rhiv standing at the edge and then back to Kotora. I don't think he quite understands that going in like
Unironically,
this
Rhiv has
is
a
not
really
only...
good reason for this, but yeah.
I don't think he quite understands that he's not just putting himself into danger. And his flagrant disregard for self-preservation is concerning enough.
I am. Kotora is going to give a bit of a sad chuckle. Oh, believe me, I am quite aware of that. Although, I suppose if I talk to him with the angle that he will end up hurting others, he might be able to understand.
That's on you. But maybe, as I said, put a lot of thought into it, because as it stands, I'm not really willing to go into that cave with him at all. If he's going to go as far as to try and lie to us to get in there in this situation and completely miss a fight that happened behind him, who's to say he won't get distracted by something else behind or when we're behind his back and something terrible happens and he just stays distracted?
Kotora nods. I mean, yeah, I know. That is kind of what I was afraid of when with the whole him going with his without his hearing that to begin with.
And just to discuss that surgery thing a little bit deeper, next time, and I'll talk with Asher later, but next time, maybe consider letting the options being presented, then pulling them aside for a conversation.
I will consider that, but let me just ask you if no, I will ask you if Asher was about to do something that was going to really harm him, like irrevocably harm him, and you knew that he was gonna take that option no matter what, would you let him do it?
Depends on the situation. Also, I want to mention risk does not mean, really bad things. There's risk in every surgery. It's medical stuff. I've unfortunately had to learn this with that one.
I know.
But it depends on the situation and why. And I may not even stop him if he's in his right mind and making an accurate decision. But this also doesn't mean that he shouldn't be presented with the option.
Kotora is going to half glare at Jace.
Either Rhiv is capable of making decisions or you need to pull him out.
He is capable of making decisions. He's just unfortunately likely to take the decision that is not going to be what you may call healthy for him.
So you don't trust his decision making?
Not in this specific regard. In everything else, yes.
Then I think you should reconsider. I'm just saying, and you can take it with a grain of salt. You can glare at me all you want. Go ahead.
If it impacts your decision making, his isn't the only risk that is putting others at risk. I have a pact to defend here.
Who's that?
It's the
Galgamon.
Galgamon.
Oh.
I have a pact to defend here, and you're bringing the Guardians' forces here. I would rather they not have a reason to return if they do come here. Or rather they not have a reason to linger if they did come here.
You are right that we kind of did ended up intruding on your territory, and we ended up bringing one of those scouts to your territory. We are deeply sorry for that.
You might want to go grab your brother.
Kotora is gonna look at Rhiv to see what he's doing.
He is still just waiting in the direction that he knows the runes are. You can see that you all are talking, but he's just, waiting. He was probably also watching Arcus sprint around.
Haboku will turn to the Galgamon. We didn't mean to endanger your pack, but do understand that we are trying to help.
Don't mistake me. I'm not angry with you. I'm not going to attempt to fight you. It would do no good to be injured when the Guardian's forces return.
I already am pretty injured myself. Fun fact that Kotora is actually at 0 HP right now.
Yeah, with an untreated injury.
Where do I put injuries in the character sheet?
You click injury. If you need to put the passive effects of them, there is a good slot in conditions and utilities for extra passive effects. or there's also one on the main page for extra passive effects, depending on how frequently you're going to be referencing it.
Fair. What does an injury do again?
It
Other-
lowers your maximum HP by 25%.
Yeah. Oh, I found it. Thank you. Injury 1. Okay. Kotora is going to like get Rip's attention again.
I mean, he'll see that Kotora is like trying to get his attention, but he's still just waiting over there.
You might have to go physically pick him up.
Yeah. Kotora is going to like whatchamacallit. He's going to turn around and point at his back towards Rhiv, wondering if he's going to catch his drift.
No, he's still just standing there.
Yeah, I figure. Kotora had to try though. Yeah, and Kotora is gonna pick up Rhiv.
Rhiv is currently not willing.
Okay, then I guess it's going to be a contested roll. How do we do that?
Post athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics
which
or
Rhiv does not have.
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Really quickly, light pause. The Galgamon basically indicating he wants us to leave.
He wants you to leave, but he's not going to fight you about it, basically, is what he's indicating.
Four.
All right, Rhiv is grabbed. Unlike usual, he is definitely trying to not remain grabbed.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've got a very squirmy Vorvamon.
You have a squirmy bookworm.
Squirmy bookworm.
Being dragged back to the rest of the group. Or at least to Jace, I'm presuming, and Haboku and Arcus. Speaking of, Arcus, were you going to speak to Jace while Kotora's over retrieving?
Yeah. So after Arcus has sufficiently burned off enough energy, he's gonna go look over the notes again. Look at the one about the switching thing, grab his stuff, and then head over to Jace.
Now Luca
Yeah,
finally
Jace.
calmed down.
Hi.
Hello.
According to this note, we're supposed to switch these now?
The bracelets?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just switch with them.
Kotora is going to look over to the Harrismon and just realize something. Oh, Arcus, you're back.
Hey. He runs over.
I haven't seen you in a
Leaving
while.
his
How are
stuff with Chase.
I haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
Good. Aren't we in a town? Because now we're in a
what was that?
forest, according to the notes.
Yeah. We were Arcus, are you aware of Fulgur?
Does not react at all when you say the name.
Kotora is going to nod. He does remember Fulgur saying that Arcus is basically just not aware of him at all, so he's
And not
going to
allowed to be.
understand. Yeah, he's not allowed to be aware of him at all. So Kotora just kind of nod and just going to try and explain to him that we're in the middle of a mission. Technically, the mission is completed, but now we're kind of waiting for reinforcements.
Yeah. That's why it was running around. So I don't have to burn off the energy later.
Yeah. And now we're just trying to decide what to do next because well, we were planning to just sit here until help arrive, but we actually will be endangering the Gargamon and the tribe if we did. But any other place in the forest is going to be hostile towards us. Where could we wait for like a week until help arrives?
Naoki's eyes are sparkling.
The answer is no, we're not going there.
And Rhiv is still visibly squirming.
We are waiting right here. If anything, we go back to the river.
Arcus looked confused.
There's a fight.
Huh?
We had
A
we
fight?
had we had a fight with a big old what was its name again?
Flymon.
Flymon, yeah.
Flymon.
Yeah, one of the forest scouts we've been discovered, so we're not exactly in the best situation, but our options are more or less we either leave or we bunker down here. I don't think we have much of a choice of in-betweens right now.
Better look over my stuff. And Arcus just goes looking through his stuff to see what he has.
Do you think we should write to Rhiv that we're not going to the ruins?
We can, sure. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to register that though.
Well, that's up to you. I'll leave that up to you.
Haboku's just gonna hand and Kotora his notebook. Like,
Kotora nods and actually, no, he's going to ask Jace to actually write that because at the moment he is holding on to Rhiv. He can't write and hold on to Rhiv at the same time.
Okay, yeah. Jace will just write out, "We are not going to the ruins." Period, and hold up the book.
I don't know if Rhiv can even respond right now, considering the whole active squirming and being grappled thing.
Remind me again why the ruins aren't possible? Like, we could just hide there and they're not going to expect us to be there.
Because we have a member that is way too excited about the rune who has a chance of running off that cannot hear right now. And both of you are not listening to any form of reasoning when it comes to saying that we should probably hold back and not go there. Therefore, I'm not comfortable going with you guys.
Going to the ruins without any hearing is a really bad idea.
Kotora is going to look at Arcus and incredulously. Oh my.
What? You have to make sure you have all your supplies. And, aren't hurt.
Kotora is just going to give a bit of a smile. I wholeheartedly agree.
So unfortunately, Nyoki, our job and the reason why we came out here was to help you, and we've been told to hold in place. I don't think we're ready to enter a place like that ourselves.
Kotora is going to sigh and nod
I
towards
guess.
Naoki. I'm sorry.
I'll have Rhiv make another escape attempt now, by the way.
Asher's just gonna
Yeah.
go into his tent and continue studying his
0.
book.
Asher's tent is still in Jace's pack, I think. Hasn't been set back up.
Okay, then I'll pull it out and pack it and set it up then.
Asher, can I get that back, by the way?
After we talk.
Grunts.
After all that, still a true combo.
But still, Kotora is holding on strong.
Iron Grip Kotora, holy crap.
Yep. Also, I don't know if you're gonna let him get to his data pad to even respond to anything.
I mean, if he stops squirming, Kotora will let him grab the data pad, but he's not letting go.
Can we just go to the atrium?
No.
There's
Actually,
only
I
one
don't know
entrance
the
since the... Yeah, the atrium of the ruins. It's the only place we can access since the cave-in.
Not until he's better.
Haboku's listening to this and noticing the juxtaposition between Arcus and Fulgur. And then he's thinking about what Fulgur had said to him earlier when he was apologizing, I think, for something Haboku didn't think it was his fault.
Balance be served.
I feel like Rhiv would feel betrayed if he could hear Arcus right now.
Well, like I said,
Maybe.
Rhiv does have an actual legitimate reason why he's specifically so excited to go to these ruins. It's just that no one has asked him, and he has not had a chance to communicate with anyone about it.
I guess Kotora could ask you once Rhiv starts squirming.
Well, yeah, but also this is like extremely important to Rhiv now, so he's not really wanting to take no for an answer. So he does not want to be picked up right now, and he is being forcibly picked up, and he's not exactly feeling accepting of that. It wasn't like he was sprinting away from you guys anyway. You just went over and picked him up.
Fair.
He was literally just standing there waiting.
Yeah. Okay. Kotora is going to like. He's going to put Rhiv on a hole like he's holding a baby basically, so that Rhiv is looking at Korra.
A resplendent offering.
Nice.
Awesome tipped $50.
Oh.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed.
All right, well, Rhiv has, I guess, been turned around.
Yeah.
Also, for the records, the devs are investigating.
Cool.
Nice.
Alright, investigation.
We do kind of need that to work.
A little bit.
Kotora is going to look at Rhiv straight at his face.
I mean, Rhiv obviously doesn't exactly look happy right now. I'm not sure exactly what you want, though, because Rhiv can't hear, so...
I mean, yeah, that's right. I know Rhiv can hear. Kotora is not speaking. He's just looking at Rhiv.
Grumpy Rhiv.
He is grumpy right now.
Okay. Kotora is going to put Rhiv. Kotora is going to put Rhiv down.
All right, Riv still looks pretty huffy over it, but does end up just immediately reaching into his pack to get out his data pad and starts typing for a while.
Kotora nods. He has the whatchamacallit. He has the notepad ready. He has the notepad ready if communication is what's about to happen.
And after a little bit, he'll hold up something saying, "No, you don't understand. Going there is actually really, 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 really important, and I'm not going to let this opportunity pass us by because Naoki said that they hadn't been opened at all, and that's really important because all the ones that I got to look at that had all of the glitch data that they were using and cross-contaminating, it was really hard to tell what they were doing to the glitch data." But they haven't been in this one because it's been sealed, so all of the glitch data inside of it will not be cross-contaminated, and I could figure out what sort of things that they were doing to the glitch data.
Haboku will lean close to Kotora and ask, "Can you say who they are?"
Kotora is going to rub his chin. I think Rhiv is talking about those people that kidnapped him a few months ago.
Right, that.
Kotora is going to write something down on his notepad and show it to Rhiv. He's just saying, "Oh, all right. So that's why you are so excited to go. It's not your usual. It's not your usual excitement about ruins."
We're just gonna write rack. Okay, maybe a bit, but I do have an actual really good reason to be very, 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 very interested in going into these ruins in particular.
Kotora is going to nod. Okay, you have a good reason, but it doesn't change the fact that you are at the moment. You have a bit of a handicap at the moment, brother.
Okay, but also, what other opportunities are we really going to have to actually go into these ruins in particular?
Kotora is going to nod. Okay, I get what you're saying. It's just that, well, you're gonna have to try and convince Jace and Asher about this because they seem kind of unwilling. But maybe this explanation will help them. But at the same time, I do want to ask you to make sure that if we do end up going, to make sure that you're careful and that you don't leave my side.
Quick bit of table talk. Did you guys actually present the surgery option to?
Yes, Asher
Asher
did.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To which Riv's response was, "Why do I need to hear to go into the ruins?"
And it was just a loop of excuses with Asher just getting bored of it eventually.
Yep, and then shortly he miraculously got his hearing back for a little bit.
You're going robot.
And he. Oh, okay. Testing.
You're better.
Yeah, but
All right.
Yeah.
And then immediately after, as Asher was going away and sighing, Rhiv miraculously got his hearing back. So he was like, "Oh, problem solved. To the ruins." But Rhiv is just gonna like look back at his data pad a bit, scroll back up to his explanation for why he was so excited, and about these ruins in particular, and then go show it to Jace.
Kotora is coming along.
Jace is going to look over it and then. Haboku, can I borrow your journal again?
Haboku will nod.
Actually, hold on. I'm just going to make this way easier. Kotora, I'm going to do silly things, okay?
Oh, okay.
Technology roll. I'm going to try and repeat Light Paw.
Go for it.
Oh no.
No, willpower that. That's my answer to that. Why are the dice being mean tonight?
Apparently the
That's way
macro owes absence.
It's because you didn't say for the Kaiserin.
I will not say that either. Wrong campaign.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I got a 4.
Since you are just repeating what you did last time exactly as it is, you think you've got it working.
All right, Rhiv, can you hear right now? This probably won't last long.
Annie?
Yes, Rhiv can hear.
Kotora Jace just reached out and booped Rhiv.
Yep. And Rhiv is just gonna blink and go, "Oh, hey, yeah, I can hear again."
Yeah, I did this last time. I wanted to see how quickly you were gonna just run off and, assume that everything's okay.
Well, I didn't run off. I was waiting.
Bridges to burn later. That's great. Your willingness to self-sacrifice is concerning. And we should really wait until you can actually hear without me having to do that every few minutes, because this doesn't last long. This system tends to reset.
Okay, but I seriously don't get why it's so important that I hear it at every given moment inside of the ruins. That it really isn't that.
For the
Earlier?
record, it lasted an hour last time.
Jace goes, well, earlier when your back was turned, there was an argument right behind you. The concern is that without... That really doesn't help your case. Okay.
What? I mean, it was just like an argument, and then I heard a trap go off, but I could also hear who it was, kind of. So, I mean, I'm not exactly familiar with disabling and disarming traps like that, so I didn't think I could help. So I just made sure all my stuff was ready.
No, before that, Asher and Kotora got into a spat right behind you. The problem is,
I noticed that one after a little bit.
If you don't have spatial awareness while you're distracted by something could happen right behind you and nobody would know. Or something could happen to us.
That's what Mira's for. If something important's actually happening, he pulls my head a bit in that direction. That's where I look.
Rhiv, unfortunately, I don't even trust going in there with you when you can hear right now.
Okay, but it's important. You can be mad at me about the whole self-sacrificial thing, but this is way more important than me caring about being in the best shape possible for it.
There are also others that are coming this way that can go in while we don't have to.
But how are they supposed to know that it's open and we're in there, considering it's not been opened?
They would have to open it because we haven't opened it.
They're talking about our reinforcements, not the people that are coming after us.
Yes, the reinforcements.
We could just easily... They're going to go right to this camp, which that's where all of them are, and we could just leave a note with them.
I'm not willing to go in right now, Rhiv. At the very least, your hearing needs to be fixed first. At second, I would rather them be here first, because we had a guideline to come out here and get Naoki here. And we have no backup. And you aren't helping your case and proving that I should trust you in going into this place that we know nothing about.
Okay, maybe it's because... Look, it's important. It's not just me wanting to look around like that. It's important.
So is my life, Ash's life, Kotora's life, Haboku's life, and Arcus's life.
So is your life too, Rhiv.
Okay, do you not understand the implications about what I'm saying here?
Part of it is no, and part of it is that you're not seeming to listen to what we're saying, or at least what I'm saying in this particular case, about my worries about how dangerous the situation is and dismissing it because you see this as more important. Because, according to this, it's because it's untampered with. But it's been untampered with, and as long as we keep our noses down, maybe it won't get found. And they'll give us time to go back when you're better. Or somebody else that may be more qualified to go in.
Well, if someone else goes in there, I don't know if they'll have the specific kind of abilities that I have, and as well as being able to cross-reference all of the other stuff that I had that... Okay, so I kind of might have known about the whole thing with the glitch outbreak that was about to happen a bit before it happened, because I was going through ruins and there was a lot of cross-contamination with different bits of glitch data that weren't supposed to be there in each of the ruins, and it was obvious that there was some sort of experimentation going on. And so it got very messy, and I wasn't able to figure out what the original stuff looked like at all because it was all cross-contaminated. In those ruins, they haven't been cross-contaminated. We can find out what sort of glitch stuff they were doing and experimenting with that they're afflicting people with if we go in there and look at what the original stuff looked like.
That'll be
That is
great to tell the
way
people that
more
are coming
important.
to find it. Than our lives. That is a question, Rhiv.
Asher is going to be coming over from setting up the tent with a paper, slap it onto one of Riv's horns, and then walk back to going to working on the tent.
Riv will just look at what it says.
173.
Riv does not have context for this.
Kotora
Everybody
raises
out
an
of character. Oh, everybody in character. What?
Well, no, Kotora knows. Anybody listening to
knows.
the argument with Kotora knows. Which I guess would just be Kotora. Well, no, Jace was listening at that point.
I'm not entirely sure if Jace knows about knows the context of that, but still.
Oh, that's where that sound came from. You sent me a whisper, which, by the way, is visible on stream.
Yeah, well,
That's why we do DMs.
That's why we don't. Yeah, especially because there's better audio alerts.
I have been sitting here looking for what the hell set off an alert noise on my PC. I finally gave up and happened to notice the whisper there.
Ghost paw.
Either way, I prefer this kind of stuff to be in the open because, well, we are putting on a show, and just like a show, the audience kind of has more information than what the players than the characters have. So, tend to go with open stuff, even if it's more secretive, because I trust everybody not to metagame.
Kotora is going to look at the paper and squint at it as he just says towards Asher, why are you putting this number on this paper and putting it on Rhiv's horn, Asher?
Oh,
what are you insinuating?
Because that's how he's going to die. That's the amount of times that he's died to the ruins.
Kotora is going to grit his teeth.
There are multiple other ways that he's died, but that's how many times he's died to ruins.
Suddenly the paper that Kotora grabbed, that paper with Rhiv's Lizard's death, just bursts into flames.
Haboku is going to be trying to cut Kotora down. Hey. Response? Okay.
We didn't hear. All we heard was "Hey."
Oh.
Yeah, that's all the Haboku said. It was trying to get his attention.
Why are you even bringing this up?
Well, he's clearly determined to be the number 173.
I'm not going to let that happen.
He does have free will. If he wants to go, then, well, I'm not going to go with him.
Look, we're a part of the data anomaly hunters. We're supposed to be trying to find ways to deal with and fix everything that's been going on with all of the glitches and things like that.
Yes, but we are also told to make sure that we think of our lives first.
Can't fix anything if we die while in there.
Yeah. And it could also be the literal solution to so many things
that we wouldn't be able to give if we die in there.
Then just don't die.
We understand that it's important, Rhiv. But we are prioritizing our safety first and making sure that we approach this in an intelligent manner instead of just rushing in.
I'm not going to go running in there as far and fast as I can. There's an actual process to this.
You're not rushing in there without your hearing. At least, I have no intent of following you if that's what you want to do.
Chase, could you help me with this?
Yeah. Maybe you and Kotora can have a conversation about your hearing and what options you have for the permanent solutions. And we could move on from there, but I'm going to go help my kid at the tent.
Well, either way, they already know that we're here.
Jay stands up.
And he's going to start helping Asher.
Arcus is following Jace, while now looking over his the wearable blanket he has on.
Ah, just noticed.
Arcus found the blanket.
I don't really need help, but, which this is whispered to Jace when he gets over to Asher. I don't really need help, but, well, that was going nowhere.
I know. I
Kotora
can
is
understand the
going
importance of.
to no, so you do a conversation first.
I can understand the importance of the situation, but I'm not going to turn or potentially put myself into harm's way or bring injured people into a ruin. That's not wise. That's fine. Let's just at least pretend to do something. Kotora and Rhiv can talk.
Kotora is going to look at Rhiv. Are you alright, brother?
Look, I'm fine. The hearing part isn't even that important. It could end right now, or it could end in an hour, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It'll get better naturally over time anyway. I'd rather just, I guess, hurry it up if possible, but also the ruins are far more important to me right now because of the glitch data inside of it. That needs to be looked after. We're part of the data anomaly hunters.
The
The Forest Guardian already knows that we're here, and just one person that they sent after us already caused more than enough problems. And it wasn't even me that jumped the gun on that. So, you know, I kind of care a whole lot more about potentially finding a solution to all of the glitch stuff going on across the world than I care about the fact that it might be a bit dangerous.
Kotora is gonna rub the back of his head and just give a bit of a sigh. This is really important to you, isn't it, brother?
I didn't really have proof before. I mean, I could tell that it was messed with, but it's really hard to prove how and where and why it was being messed with if I never had anything that wasn't already cross-contaminated with whatever they were doing to experiment with all the different glitch data. If I can get a look at that, I can prove what they were doing. We could figure out the sort of things that they were trying to do and work towards making countermeasures before more people get hurt with it. Yes, it's important.
Okay. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Usually I will be completely against this because both of us aren't exactly in the best of shape at the moment, but I can see what you're saying. Could you at least let me heal up so that I could go with you? Because I'm not going to lie, at the moment I am very frail. Despite that I was able to pick you up, I'm actually very weak right now, especially after Asher ended up using some moves against me. Yeah,
I'm also not exactly happy about that either. couldn't really tell what was causing it, but I mean, I kind of tried to step in at the end, but at that point it was kind of already over. But I mean, we're gonna have to figure out our way inside of there anyway, like doing that in a safe way, and so we're gonna have to spend some time figuring out how to get inside anyway for resting purposes.
Yeah, but at the same time, I just want to make sure that I'm not in a position where I'm just going to immediately bulk over if something hit me. Could you at least let me heal up for heal up a bit before we need to go?
I mean, I'm fine waiting a little bit, but I don't want to wait a long time. Like I said, the Forest Guardian people already know that we're here. It's going to take a while for anyone from the DAH to show up, so
I know.
probably shouldn't stay in this area either, because they already know where we are.
I know. Listen, if I could right now, I would just ask Asher to heal me, but he's not going to.
I mean, I could always help the old-fashioned way. I don't exactly have all of the data manipulation stuff that he can do, but I still know medicine.
Well, I would appreciate that. You did used to help me. You did used to help me when I got myself injured sometimes when it was just you and me. So yeah, I would still need some time to recover some stamina though.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I just don't want it to take too long.
I know. I'll I'll try and recover as fast as I can.
Well, you're definitely
Well,
going to
which-
need treatment because injuries do not heal with a rest. They'll stay until they're treated.
Yep.
And can potentially get worse.
Yeah, that's what Rhiv is trying to do. Oh, is gonna try to do.
Yep. He doesn't have the data manipulation thing, but he does have the old-fashioned way.
Roll of medicine.
Yep. Which, I was just double-checking his sheet to make sure he actually had his medical supplies on him, which he does, so, you know, good.
Hooray.
While that's going on, I might steal the scene.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Arcus.
Yeah? As he's looking
doing
over
okay?
the blanket. Yeah?
All those notes make sense?
Yeah?
Okay, good. I just wanted to check in. You up to speed on what's going on yet?
Well, the note said to consider this place a ruin, so it's dangerous.
Yeah, we're in the forest domain. Unfortunately, it's run by the Forest Guardian, who's not nice, and our whereabouts are known about. We're not particularly in the best situation right now. Rhiv is deaf. Kotora is injured.
I knew something was up with Rhiv, but just didn't know what. Yeah, he's no ruins for him.
Disregarding safety. Oh well. Alright. Asher, are you doing okay?
Asher kind of gives a shrug. I mean,
need
it's
to
his
talk?
choice, and
Well, I don't mean that. I mean, You've been acting kind of aggressively lately. Is everything okay?
Just tired of things.
So, not to beat a dead horse, but did you have to go so aggressively at Kotora?
He was refusing to let me tend to a patient.
Well, I understand that. That was unusual even for you to go that far.
Well, usually they back down after I show them I mean business.
Yeah, well, an immovable force versus an unmovable object. Buddy, you can't be doing that. You know that.
I would have stopped after he went unconscious.
I'm sorry about unconscious. I question how many people have a conscience around here because mine's certainly dead. That was a joke. Nobody's laughing. Damn. You would have liked that guy as a puppy.
Well, sometimes I'm not in much of a laughing mood.
Yeah, I know. But you know, this is not going to end well if this kind of stuff continues, right? You can't be doing that.
Then what do I do?
At this point, I'm not entirely sure, but I wouldn't suggest trying to actually hurt somebody. Maybe involve somebody else at this point? I don't know.
You were watching
But we can't be
it.
flat out attacking each other. Yes, I was. And I get it. Kotora lets the emotions get the better of him and he reacts very quickly. But at the same time, I don't think the appropriate way to handle that is to straight up attack him.
I would do the same regardless of who was in the way. My job is medic. I take that seriously.
I know you do. But I'd prefer it not to go that way. At least try to use some logic with him, offer him other solutions. Get me?
It
Haboku
wasn't
or Arcus?
his decision. It was Rhiv's decision.
That is true, and I'm not going to argue that. At the same time, I don't think attacking him was right. You could have told him, let me present the options and you can have a conversation with him. And obviously, Kotora's wrong because Riv's not jumping at the chance right now to come and get a surgery. So...
Oh, I'm aware. I plan to use that against him later.
Oh, come on, Asher.
I'm allowed to be a spiteful god.
Ruffles Asher's head. A spiteful pup.
I said god.
You're not my puppy anymore. He's all grown up to an elder god.
Well, maybe not elder god yet.
Asher, am I still your dad?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go back out there and see what they're planning.
Hey,
Good.
Chase,
Hmm?
what's this? As Arcus has now gotten to the other side of his blanket and is pointing to the emblem.
Oh, that's something that Fulgar had put on there. I think it's your father's crest?
Jade, he's not supposed to know about that.
I don't know if he can remember.
As Arcus is what Arcus just continues to stare at the emblem on the back.
Ooh, shiny.
You alright there, Arcus? Arcus. Boop the Arcus.
If you require medical attention, then I suppose I could get my supplies out.
Wonder if Lightpaw is still here.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm totally overseeing and not at all working on maps.
Yeah, Arcus is just looking at the emblem on the back of the blanket. Why does this makes me feel weird.
Probably best you don't look at it. I'm gonna cover it up with a paw.
Is it small enough to be covered up with a paw?
I don't think it is.
Would you rather me use my tail?
I mean, Gilmon paws are gigantic, honestly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it is Jace's paw, and it's a blanket for Arcus / Fulgur.
Yeah, okay.
Fair.
Yeah, I think and get Jace's 5 feet in, and everyone else is like kind of tied around 3.
Gilmon paws are pretty big, so yeah, I think it could. If not, if depending on what size it is, if not all the way, then at least a big chunk of it.
Aww.
What?
Even though it's weird, it feels nice.
Oh, never mind then. Feel free to look at it. Just don't let it, like, totally eat your focus.
Sure.
Do I need to carry you?
He now is, kind of has a claw on his head.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
As he's now sort of like clinging to the blanket even more and maybe shaking a little bit.
And Arcus gets scooped up when I walk out. Come on. Do you want me to carry you too, Asher?
No, I can go with.
You sure? I got 2 arms.
I don't want to risk getting stabbed by the spikes.
Okay, true. I was trying to be cute and tease you, but that's very fair. Let's go.
I will say, well, Rhiv is trying to heal Kotora. Haboku, in an attempt to, calm Kotora and maybe Rhiv down, is just going to subtly activate his soothing warmth.
Aw.
Aw.
Kotra will appreciate that since he's just sitting down while Rib is doing good old medical attention on him.
To be fair, apparently Rhiv is still very familiar with how to help Kotora in particular, with 11 successes.
Yeah, that is definitely.
The-
For one
the-
thing,
Ah,
it's
Rhiv.
enough to. Since the fight was so soon, it is enough to prevent a permanent injury in the manner that Rhiv is dealing with. In addition to. That is a lot of successes.
So can I just remove my injury right now?
When your health pool moves above 0.
Fair.
So you need some permanent healing.
Yep. Which Kotra is just going to rest.
Short rest.
Short
It
rest
does
time.
require at least a long rest to fully be rid of.
So a night is needed. Yeah, Jace is gonna come back out and sit next to the fire carrying a Arcus. Holding him like a burger. Gently like burger.
Oh,
Hey.
very gentle.
Hey there.
Nope.
How's it going?
It's going alright. Arcus is having a moment.
Something the matter, Arcus?
Just this emblem looks familiar.
Yeah, Arcus, just so you know, part of your personal glitch thing affects some of your active memory when it comes to things. So your glitch is kind of blocking out you when it comes to a lot of things relating to that symbol.
I have a glitch?
Yeah, I told you. Well, I kind of mentioned it to you about your data being weird when I tried looking at you, and I was inspecting you in various nights. Remember, you had a bit of glitch data near your memory. It still affects part of it. I can't tell you what part of your memory it actually affects, because then you won't remember me telling you. But I'm making sure to keep track of it a lot, and I know that Asher was also working on it a bit. So yeah, we'll make sure to help you with it. It's just also kind of unfortunate. So if you get weird feelings about stuff, it's probably that.
That makes sense, I guess.
Oh, I guess since you can hear for a bit, Rhiv, can I ask you for some advice on something?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got a little bit of my memory back, but Jace told me probably be best to inform everyone about the A's, and he'll pull out his dog tags from underneath his cloak again. These are kind of the earliest thing I remember having. Okay. And I knew when I first came to, that they were really important to me. According to
Alright.
Jace Ace, having dog tags meant and you were in the military or something, or an army of some sort. I don't think I ever was, but I think I was working with a lot of other Digimon at the time.
Well, Rhiv will look to inspect them.
We'll let them do that.
Can Asher see them as well out there?
Yes, he should. Haboku will probably be trying to show them to everyone, and because he was originally intending to ask about everyone about them after Jay suggested he do so.
Yep. Rhiv is intending to roll appraisal and or lore as is appropriate, so if anyone wants to end up helping with that as well.
I have a very, very important question for Riv before I set something in my head. Are you looking physically, or are you looking with your special eyes?
Well, he'll look over physically first to figure out what he can look at, but inspecting data composition is also a pretty good idea to do in general. If it does end up mattering at all, obviously in the whole backstory thing, Rhiv did meet Haboku when Haboku was a guardian. So I don't know if that will also influence any information gained from that.
Depends on the lore.
You also said that Asher had something with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was just verbally declaring what kind of roles Rhiv was intending on rolling in case people wanted to join in. So I didn't know if Asher wanted to join in on anything.
I'm not certain if I can, or what all the details are of what Asher knows on that.
Well, I assume Asher would probably clean something from the earlier checkup he did on Haboku, but that's really up to you.
Well, I'm more saying this, it's up to Lightpaw.
Fair.
I feel like this probably isn't a symposium or anything like that, so I think I would prefer each of you to make lore rolls individually to see what you can recall, and then you can compare notes after. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go ahead and roll that in that lore then. 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of 6s.
That is a whole lot of 6s.
I mean, it's for Haboku.
Well!
Well, Asher knows his minion well.
Is there lower difficulty on mine or no?
For both of you, 7s are the success cutoff unless you push it.
Alright.
Yep. Well, first, I guess I'll soul the 4-2, or not full, body the 4-2-2, 3-2-2, whatever.
I'm gonna lock in the 12.
Pain. Pain and suffering, actually.
That's Rhiv.
Do I use my other available vigor? I mean, it's for Haboku, so he'll try very hard.
Yay.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Okay. He will try his little heart out.
Well, I think Rhiv does get the advantage of having seen Haboku in the past. Yes, but the symbol spells specifically for Rhiv, Rhiv should probably recall that as saying a Salugarmon, and with the symbols of the sun and moon and on their armor, much like the dog tags that Haboku is wearing.
And beyond that, Asher, you're able to remember that from the statue that the creepy old lady was not quite preventing you from seeing. It was definitely prominently featured on the statue of that same Solar Garmon. But you notice something more important than that, and that is that these dog tags are not made of. They aren't behaving in a way that they should be if they are just made of metal. There's something off about them. Very off about them.
What is Asher getting?
That's what Asher's getting. There's the dog tags, even from across the fire without going over and physically inspecting them, you can tell that those dog tags are not just metal that somebody dug up and polished and engraved. There's something really off about those dog tags.
Asher's gonna get closer and inspect them then.
Yep. Initially, Rhiv is just going to go, oh, hey, these are the same symbols that I saw on the Guardia that had the same name as you, Haboku.
Yeah, that's what I think I heard from Fulgur.
Well, yeah, but I also mean when I met them. Like, they had it, it was very prominent on them.
Did they wear them like Big I did? Ew.
Well, the ones that I saw were kind of engraved on their armor.
Both of you, whenever you let me know whenever you decide to look with your special eyes at these dog tags.
Yep. Rhiv was just letting Haboku know the initial thing that he saw.
Okay, part of his armor.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my special roll.
You're gonna do your special roll with your special eyes.
My brand. Even though it's literally the equivalency of him just like scanning and like looking through the thing layer by layer of the data composition. It's literally just as complicated as like medical scanner stuff.
And
He just
zipping
takes
files.
slices. Yeah, he's just literally like taking scan slices of it.
I do have a question for you, Rhiv.
Yep.
Your scan. Number one, how aware are you of other things while you're doing the scan?
He has to keep a large amount of focus on the particular thing that he is scanning. He is able to still kind of like tell what's going on around him. He doesn't lose like all sense. But like, you know, it can take him a bit it's basically a bit harder for him to get things in clarity as he's putting the vast majority of his focus on the thing in question.
Hmm. And second question, once he starts a scan, is he able to stop before the scan is complete, or is he locked in until the scan is complete?
No, he can cut out of it. It's just also he now has an incomplete scan. and he can't really pick up where he left off. He just has to start again.
Okay, and is he getting data as the scan's going, or does all of the data get compiled when the scan is done that he has retrieved, and then
No, he gets it as it's
presented?
going. It's basically taking layer by layer, like scans of the data as it progresses down through layer, and it's basically compiling the layers together.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is it's like, as it goes, he gets the progress. But if it gets interrupted for any reason, he either just has to grab whatever he got, or he has to start the entire process over again. So also, if he loses focus due to something in the middle of it, and loses and drops the scan for whatever reason, he's going to have to start that shit again.
Fun.
It is something that explicitly takes a while.
Okay, Asher.
Asher
What were you
will
going to be?
do his thing.
Yep.
Okay. You both start unpacking this data, and unpacking this data, and unpacking this data, and unpacking this data. It is incredibly dense.
So do you want us to roll our appraisal checks on it or no?
Go ahead, but this might be more of a fishing expedition than...
Asher.
That's right. It's just you started describing stuff before we rolled, so I didn't even know if you wanted us to roll.
Asher's is good enough that I'm gonna just kind of include this as part of his.
Oh, is this part of his lore roll? Okay.
Yeah.
Asher's stuff is not like Rhiv's.
How does Asher's work then? Like, in what ways does it differ?
Asher's ability is more of he sees the essence of, like, he's not going to get a readout of this thing is 30% steel or anything like that. He gets the essence and meaning and intention behind the things. It's what he uses for judging what parts of Digimon are good and bad and separates them out, and like he did with, it's kind of like properties of it, and what Rhiv is describing probably gives a different readout, but they are intended to be different kinds of abilities.
Yeah. Like, they can kind of get to the same point after enough time, but like they tackle it in entirely different ways.
Okay. And you said Rhiv goes slice by slice by slice.
Yeah.
And so, Asher, I'm going to start with you because you're essentially going to be getting the index rather than the chapter by chapter, page by page version of this. These dog tags are not dog tags. They seem to be missing information. And they're referring to someone. There's not... You're not able to get complete pictures from who it is, but whoever this data came from, there is a lot of it being stored in those dog tags. Possibly on the same order as the amount of information that's stored in your collar. It's in that same ballpark of data density. And some of the information is kind of lining up with some of the information that you're collar stores. Um, hmm. It doesn't exactly have a table of contents for Rhiv to get, but this is an incredibly dense cluster of data. And most of the data that's in here seems to be, like Asher was getting, referring to specific traits and abilities of someone. But there are
So-
all kinds of
Does
all
it
kinds
refer
of
to the actual abilities, or is it just he's able to tell that is a reference point to someone else's ability, but is unable to see what the someone else or ability is?
unless you're willing to devote a very, very long time to go through this, you're getting what feels like flags to functions to and
So he's
functions and
getting the
variables.
pointers, but he doesn't get what's on the other end of the pointer.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, he can see variable names, but he can't see whatever the actual information is.
Yeah, variable names, function names, but he's not getting the actual functions yet.
All right, and this is like obviously going to be taking him like quite a while, like enough for him to like scan a rock, for example, multiple times over to even get this much.
Yeah, like if you're expecting those dog tags to just give you a quick basic piece of information, you would have to scan a battleship-sized version of these dog tags before you're really getting a picture of what's going on. You're pretty sure you're not out of the introductory materials if this was a thesis paper.
All right, in that case, Rhiv will willingly break off his scan, and just kind of like blink a bit. He was probably doing that while Asher was parsing whatever he got from it. Because it takes Rhiv a lot longer than it does Asher.
Something wrong there, Rhiv? You kind of cut that short.
I mean, first let
That
Asher
didn't hurt
do.
you, did it?
From anyone else's perspective, I don't think it looked like Rhiv cut that short. I think it probably looked like Rhiv was going really in depth because he hasn't shared his results yet.
Yeah, he
The
hasn't shared his
thing with
results.
Asher, it is visible what he's doing because he's breaking. It is visibly turning into blocks,
Oh
and
dear.
he's kind of scanning through them
Oh.
all.
Oh dear. Right, I forgot. Asher starts with an unpack.
Oh boy.
Rhiv does not believe in the concept of unzipping. Asher very much so does.
Asher's whole thing
Except-
is simply Asher's thing is different.
Yeah.
His is more about seeing the essence of things, and he starts with the whole and then gets more gritty.
Yeah, I just forgot that it is clearly visible to everybody else at the same
Mhm.
time.
As everyone else gets zip bombed.
So hey, guys, have you seen the opening to Final Fantasy X,
Yes.
where the water gets
No.
pumped into the stadium and then it compresses and it compresses and it compresses and then suddenly explodes?
Yes.
That
That is what happened as Asher tries to do his thing on the tag.
Yeah. The blocks are at least 30 feet tall and in a dome shape around you guys.
Ah.
And it is just a forest of connective webs and lines going everywhere. It looks a little bit like being inside of an observatory when they're putting on one of those laser light shows.
Meanwhile, Rib's
Ah.
just scanning.
I get the feeling that maybe this is the worst place to be doing this now.
Well, we're already started and we don't have much else to do. They already know where we're at, so oh well. As Asher's just
Galmon
limping through everything.
The Galmon have vanished.
Please tell me they went into the trap area. Asher still
Didn't you
doesn't
trap
like
literally
them.
the entire camp?
What was that?
Didn't you trap literally the entire perimeter?
Yes. So if they went running, there's only one area to run into.
I'm not even going to roll all of those trap. Every single one of them has sprung at least 3 traps.
You angry Galgamon noise does he try to entrap them?
Just basically be like, you idiots, stop.
I will say while this is going on, and Haboku actually looks surprisingly drained as the data is being moved.
You look drained.
Drained.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought about her. I just wanted to double check.
Yes. Well, if that ain't the Dickens.
What the heck is going on? Why is there so much data inside of that tag?
Oh, figuring it out. I will say Asher is able to identify creatures and such with this, as well as what level of data it's at. That has been established before. After all, he's got a bunch of ultimate Digimon data in his ring.
It's really, really hard to make much sense of this because a lot of the data that's here is just missing pointers. It looks like somebody came in here with a melon baller and started scooping data out. And you can tell some of the pointers actually probably do point to other data in this mess somewhere. But even making sense of that much is probably going to be a project. Whoever this belonged to, they were very powerful. And they were, you guys know who it actually belongs to, so you know what level of Digimon this belonged to.
Okay, so uncommon, but not
capable of.
something that Asher's not used to. He's very good at handling data.
It's just that there's a lot of data, and that much data really should not have been in a pair of dog tags.
I'd really Gimund you, but
But yeah, like while Ash was doing his, because like most of that would have been while Ash was doing his thing and Rhiv was just busy like scanning. Rhiv will eventually break off his scan, kind of like a blink a bit. It is just gonna go, okay, yeah. So I can definitely get through that, but that's gonna be like a I have a bunch of time completely uninterrupted project and not a sitting here project. I can definitely tell that there's a whole lot of data that's being pointed to and not available. There is a whole lot of that. I got a whole lot of that in particular.
Is Haboku's kind of stuttering a bit. Is it my data?
I mean, it might be. I can't. So, imagine that you had 2 rocks tied together with a rope. And then imagine that near one of the
Nope, there you
Oh,
go,
you're
Riv.
roboting.
Oh boy.
Riv's getting censored by Discord again.
Oh no.
Oh, I wonder if we lost him. Lost him.
Al, you're there?
Oh no. It's super censored.
No, this is actual indication of
Oh.
what's going on. How Riv sounds to Haboku's head right now.
My internet dropped. Huzzah.
Oh boy.
Yep. All right.
We missed all of that.
All right. Rhiv is gonna go. Okay. Haboku, try and imagine two rocks tied together with a rope. Like I'm talking like big rocks, like boulders.
Uh-huh.
And then imagine you have one on the left and one on the right. The one on the left represents, you know, the name of something, what it's supposed to describe, and then everything on the right is the actual information, like everything else. And then imagine that the rope is the link between those two. And then imagine really close to the right rock, which has all the actual information, the rope got cut. And you can tell, looking at the left rock, that it's supposed to attach to something, but whatever it's supposed to attach to isn't available right now. You can try and find what rock it was attached to, but that's going to take time and trying to match which part goes to which part. And that's if it's not actually missing. Is that a way that you can understand it?
Yeah. He gives you a weak attempt at a thumbs up.
Okay, I'm going to guess that that's a no. Okay, remember how I was showing you books and how to read books?
Yeah.
All I was able to see was like descriptions of the chapter names and nothing actually inside of it yet. I'd have to spend a long time to get any of the actual information.
I think I got it.
So it might be your data. I'm not sure yet. I'd have to have a long amount of uninterrupted time looking at it. And when I say long, I mean whenever we're next back at headquarters and we have like a couple of days to do nothing with, and then I'd have to spend those few days trying to get through it.
It's that big, huh? Yeah, not surprised. While you were doing that entire scam, Asher did his whole thing, his refrag, and the thing just ballooned out of proportion. We were in an era just surrounded by data for a moment.
You still are.
Yeah,
Oh.
River's just gonna go, oh no, I didn't finish. I just broke it off when I got through enough data to have scanned an entire, like, battleship. Like, when I got through that much data and I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere yet, I kind of just decided that it was best to not be looking at that right now, because I kind of can't really do much else when I'm looking.
Kotora nods.
You're not sure when, you're not sure how, and you're not sure from where, but Naoki has taken out a notebook and is writing notes so furiously that you think that that notebook might catch on fire soon.
To be fair, she just saw what is, just from Asher alone, like, one of the greatest feats of data manipulation she's ever seen.
Indeed.
Yeah, to everybody else, it's just a bunch of glowing blocks. You know, glowing holographic blocks, but for Asher, he sees what it all means. He's just kind of sitting there, his paws waving a little bit. Sometimes a block comes down, he looks at it, then he sends it back.
Yeah, but just from the structure of this, she is writing like this is going to get her a doctorate.
All I have to say is Jace looked up at all the boxes, shook his head, and went back to just relaxing, because no way in heck is he going to try and do anything with this. This is not my pay grade.
Rhiv is going to look around at all this and just go, oh, hey, this is a neat way of doing it.
Normally it's more contained, but there's a lot there, so just had to expand it out.
Yeah, I kind of do a slice by slice thing where I look at a data layer and then I look through everything on that layer and then I go to the next data layer. That has a lot of layers.
You know, this is probably going to get me several layers in about 30 seconds, but imagine if you guys work together.
We do.
Oh.
I give them all my notes whenever I look at one of you, and I try to research whatever glitch stuff you have going on with all of you. I give him all of that. And then he gives me some of your medical data if it matters for that sort of stuff, and I look into it.
Not quite what I meant, but... I meant more like he's got everything broken into pieces. Wouldn't it be easier to scan the pieces one by one?
I mean, maybe.
Notes for later.
I kind of can't... I don't really have a good way of... When I take a scan of something, like, I don't have a really good way of putting it together with a different scan. I just kind of have to start again.
As I said about my pay grade.
It would be a pretty good way of, you know, having a kind of like checkpoint with this sort of stuff, though. But I don't think Asher really interacts with it the way that I do. So getting him to find the exact part that I left off at.
I mean, it does sound difficult, but it may not be impossible. It could be something that you guys could give a try later, maybe.
Can Asher see where Rhiv left off? What role do you want for that? Or can he just see it? It's up to you.
Yeah. I will say, Rhiv, when he does his scan, doesn't particularly like manipulate the data. He's like basically copying it down.
Yeah, that's...
For Asher, he sees the full history of things, because, again, the whole point of this is he's judging people. He judges Digimon, he judges what's good and bad, so he has to see the full history. Which could include, you know, this person saw this.
Last read by on X date.
Exactly.
I think that might actually be a little outside of his purview unless he was reading Riv's data at the same time. Because I feel it is more pertinent to his role to know that somebody has looked at someone else than to know that somebody else was looked at. We can visit that later, though. I will say, if you want to attempt to parse how far Rhiv got into the process, I will let you make an appraise check, but I don't think it's going to be very likely, based on what I am understanding about both abilities. If Rhiv took something, I think that would be a different story, but...
Oh, he would know instantly if Rhiv took anything, yeah.
Yeah. But just just touching it to look, I don't think is necessarily going to ping the pseudo logs, so to speak.
I mean, that would be an interaction, and sometimes, like, he wouldn't send somebody to the deep, dark pits of the dark area because they got influenced to do something by someone else. But either way, he's just going to be looking through everything. If he is certain that two pieces are supposed to go together, he is going to attempt to put them together.
Going to unspaghettify the spaghettified code.
Yes.
I didn't know that we let the Brits touch this code.
What?
Programmer joke. Have you guys ever heard of Elite Dangerous?
Yeah.
That code is absolutely spaghetti because any video game that comes out of England apparently is written with spaghetti code, and that's the joke.
Yeah. It is a pretty prevalent joke.
I mean, the game works. It's just I don't think anybody in existence will ever understand how it works, and that's probably for the best.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say that specifically Rhiv, like, scanning something, like, he doesn't touch that data at all, technically speaking. So yeah, I mean, if there is going to be any sort of, like, leftover trade, it's probably going to be something that we have to, like, work on. A good way to do that might be having Asher look at Rhiv while Rhiv looks at something else to see what his process actually is and find any flags available.
I think that, like I was saying, I think that would be a lot more straightforward of a way to do what you're trying to accomplish with it, but I'm trying to figure out what a good role would be for trying to de-spaghettify somebody else's data.
I mean, you said it belonged to a person, so medicine.
Yeah, like medicine, or like even abstracted. It'd still probably be medicine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was either going to be medicine or possibly science under the anatomy thing, but I think medicine is probably the way to go about this.
Science anatomy would probably be good for like figuring out like academically what some of this shit is, but actually fixing it would still probably be medicine.
Oh gosh, so many ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna soul that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Willpower, or
Or willpower, yeah.
I think everybody looked at that roll and went, that's willpower.
Unfortunately, I cannot see it.
There is a 10 there if you want to explode it.
I've got boost, summon a body, and then of course the 10.
Nice.
Ah, new 10s.
Well, yeah, no, it is kind of funny how Rhiv and Asher's like look at things ability literally works in the most opposite directions possible.
Indeed. It's funny.
Asher might actually be able to compact this data back into a better packaging size. More organized.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but also that doesn't change the amount of data that there is there anyway.
No.
Well, right now we are literally sitting here waiting, so Asher sees no reason not to go ahead and take the time to go through all this.
There is a difference between a zip file and a RAR file, though, so, proper packaging, man.
Yep, but that doesn't help for understandable, like intelligible.
I can body it one more time. Got me
there was almost
nothing.
10 there.
And now it's just begging for vigor.
It's already been vigored once.
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
It's been well powered.
But at this point, there's only those 2 6s, really.
There's one in the original roll too, and one in the second set.
The
from
rest, those were all bodied.
Ah.
Well, locking in the 10 then.
You're definitely able to find a lot of data that is misplaced and should be connecting to it. There's a huge amount of data going on here, but you're able to organize quite a bit of it into...
He's taking his time, for the record.
Yeah. You're able to organize quite a bit of it into, if not necessarily the correct address on the disk, so to speak, you're at least in the correct sectors now. Just a moment.
Depending on how much time we've got, Asher's just going to keep going. Though he is keeping an eye on Haboku to make sure that it's not having a negative effect on Haboku.
No.
Yeah, Haboku's looking very tired for some reason.
Well, as long as he's only looking tired, this is fine.
I would say the data hasn't gotten too far from him yet.
Well, he's not taking it away, he's just rearranging things where it's at.
I think he's talking about the expansion dome going on.
Yeah. The domain expansion.
From the unpacking.
Haboku, how does it feel to be unpacked?
Have Asher playing with and staring at your package so very thoroughly.
Is it bad that the sweater song is going through my head? Hold this thread as I walk away. Watch me unravel. Soon be naked and lying on the floor. Lying on the floor. I've come and done. Why do you people let me do this to myself?
Because it's cute.
By the way, Rhiv is going to take out some of his spare writing implements and is just going to, without a word, hand them to Naoki.
She is double fisting note taking.
What is she even taking notes on? That there are a bunch of glowing cubes in the sky?
Well, there's also the fact of, there's that and the fact that Rhiv was explaining his method verbally as well at one point.
And she's clever enough to put 2 and 2 together to know that what she's looking at with the glowing cubes is a data structure.
Fair enough.
This is someone who goes into ruins and shit and tries to intuit past shit off of the least amount of valid information possible. This is literally her job. She just gets live.
You're doing God stuff in front of a scientist.
Fair. I'm just curious what what she's even attempting to understand from it besides writing down there are cubes in the sky. Because nobody else
Riv would
could
be able to
read
see
this.
she's literally making sketches of the way the data structure is being visualized, for lack of a better term.
Visualized, moved, manipulated, the way that it's all interacting with each other, the way that you're literally merging some of them together when you're sure that they fit together. There's plenty to write down.
Jace is going to carry Arcus to the other side of the camp.
Oh, okay.
Like, even without knowing the specific bits of code that you are examining and knowing what they say, she is watching your process and watching the overall data structure and how the overall data structure changes. And even that is leagues beyond what anyone else has been able to do so far.
Fair enough.
It's like even looking at the most basic level of information for a researcher, this is a fucking gold mine.
Yeah.
You are manipulating quantum mechanics in front of her. She can't understand how, but she knows what you're doing.
He's
and she knows that it's
manipulating the
really
fabric
impressive.
of the universe.
Side note
At
for
least-
those listening on voice, Arcus typed in that Arcus was saying that his head hurts to Jace, so Jace is taking him to the edge of this.
Oh, okay, cool.
So is this what he was going to do to you to fix your hearing?
Oh.
No. That would have been actual proper surgery with a tiny bit of this, maybe?
I mean, again, I don't really get what's so important about being able to hear in comparison, but I mean, I guess if the literal only thing stopping us from going there is getting surgery, then I'll just get the surgery, but like I still don't see what the big problem is.
If it looks like this, I'd like to see it.
As long as you do not distract, which you are doing now.
Naoki shuts up and keeps taking notes.
Rhiv is gonna nudge her a little bit and like show her his data pad, because Rhiv also took some notes on the other times that he's seen Asher do this, because this is still interesting. So he'll give her access to the sections that he had on, like, like the time where he turned a tree into prosthetics for someone.
Well, perhaps Asher will finally have a believer.
Then I saw his face.
Da, 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 da.
And now I believe her.
That one got everybody. Congrats.
Da, 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 da.
Well, because everybody's watched Shrek.
Did you have Kotora convinced already? Anyway,
No,
What about me?
I don't. Asher at least doesn't think that Kotora actually believes.
Fair enough.
I'm going to put it out there that, while it's not known, it's not that Jace doesn't believe, it's just he doesn't know how to respond to it. Hey, your kid's the god of death, by the way. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So, oh, what a tangled web you weave, or unweave, or make progress on. You're pretty sure that you've gotten quite a bit of data, but there's just too much that is missing, like outright missing, that you're quite sure is outright missing now, to be able to properly put it back together as it should be. but you're pretty sure you can get this into a more organized compression at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, he's just going to be spending as long as we've got working on this and studying what he can learn out of it.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that making any like very, very serious headway is going to require you to have the missing data, and it's probably still going to take a couple of days of actual work on top of having the missing data to get everything pieced back together, because there's just the bits that are missing are
Critical bits,
corner joints, and nodes of decision trees and that sort of thing. You're pretty sure there are some bits and bobs that maybe could be restored to the individual from whom these came without necessarily needing the rest of it, but it would be like installing a new piece of hardware into a computer without necessarily having the correct drivers for it. You can probably get it to work, but maybe not work well or work 100% correctly. There's definitely a lot more here than you were expecting to be here, though.
Understood. I'm just saying that that's what Asher's working on for, next several hours or whatever. Occasionally just, checking on Haboku. How you doing there, Haboku?
I am okay. I think. Why do I feel so tired?
Well, it's probable that this is your data of some kind.
Either that or you have an active data link to it. Which means that data that you're pretty used to having connected to you in at least some way is being spread out over the area to be inspected.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Well, Haboku's kind of missing a core anyway.
He's what?
Oh yeah, he's not exactly alive.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's actually keeping him around besides just sheer willpower.
It might be just sheer willpower.
It could also be that something's going on in the dark area that I don't know about, so I'd have to go back there for that.
I mean, there's a couple more options, but they're just like increasingly esoteric shots in the dark about what might be happening, and so I'm just kind of sticking with willpower until I get any more evidence to go with anything else.
I could try summoning Lucimon and see what he's got to say about the dark area.
Didn't you particularly say that summoning him would be an absolutely awful idea, even if it worked?
Well, yes. But also, if something is terribly wrong in the dark area, so I'd probably find out.
Well, yeah, but what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, it was a hypothetical, not a I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Now, when you say Lucimon,
Yes?
Do you mean like you mean like just a Lucamon, right? Not the Lucamon.
Oh, there's
No, he
only
means
one.
And you can just do that?
Yes? Hi, God
Out
of
of
Death.
character. Out of character question. Isn't it pretty much canon that just about anybody could technically summon certain individuals if they're stupid enough?
Well, yeah, but also normally that requires like an ungodly amount of like setup and all that.
True.
It also
We're
depends
talking about
on...
casually doing it to check.
It depends on a lot of factors and the specific canon we're talking about. The main one that Lucamon pops up in, they basically had to tear apart the entire digital world to do it.
It was just
That
a
seems like a
question because I
bad thing.
swear somebody was telling me when the canon somebody did it accidentally.
I do not recall Lucamon popping up in any of the other canons. But then again, I'm not super familiar with the video games, so...
Lucamon does appear in the video games from time to time, although I'm not entirely sure if he has like any big involvement in any of the video games. He did appear in Cyber Sleuth, but he was just a bonus boss without story.
He doesn't appear. He does appear in Fusion, but I didn't really watch much of that.
Either way, back in character. But yeah, God of Death and all that. Technically, I'm the, I'm his lord.
Huh. She goes back to curious note taking.
I wonder if Belphamon's still in his sleep form. He could be safe to summon if he is. But if he's in his rage mode, that would be really bad.
Yeah, you already have one Guardian level Digimon gunning for you. Might it not be a great idea to have more than one?
Well, I mean, on that front, it's probable that they would fight the Guardian if we were next to each other. In which case, they are almost definitely going to win and then take over the area and enslave everybody in the area.
I think the Guardian's already pretty much done that too.
Well, there's a difference between being like hell on Earth and actually being hell.
I suppose.
Hmm.
Hey, Arcus.
Yeah.
Is Arcus doing any better now that we've moved out of the circle?
No. He's getting worse.
We separated him from the medic.
I'm gonna bring him back and hold him up to Ash and be like, I think he's got a migraine.
Oh, Asher's gonna reach into his pack, pull out some ibuprofen. Here you go.
I meant related to, the problem he has? No, we can try this for sure.
Is anybody observing Kotora at the moment, by the way?
Oh no, is everyone just having...
Asher is not. Asher's, He's got the conversation going on, and he's more focused on observing Haboku, if anyone.
Sounds like Rhiv and Naoki are. Yeah, it sounds like Rhiv and Naoki are talking to each other and watching the light show, which is also Haboku. So, sounds like no.
So yeah, nobody is observing Kotora right now. Oh boy.
At least not in like particular detail.
Okay.
Riv was gonna say something to Haboku, to Kotora and Haboku in a bit, but also
Nerd talk.
he was doing a look. Everyone was talking, and then Riv was just like, okay, I'll just talk with Naoki a bit.
So what is Kotora up to?
Okay, so like we keep saying, like Sim keeps saying, we all see the decompression of Haboku's tag as just giant cubes, right?
Yes.
And they're just all around us.
There's also lines.
Yeah. Okay. So Kotora is going to suddenly stand up, and he's going to get to the edge of one of those cubes. And Kotora is going to proceed to bite into one of them.
Normally, people cannot interact with them other than Asher.
Mm-hmm.
You can still try.
Yeah. That was more for, Light Paw.
That's a nice air-flavored cube. And textured.
Textured for your pleasure.
I guess the big question is if Kotora was doing anything data related, because that might make things messy.
Yeah. So this is something that I'm kind of trying to kind of to lead up to. What you may call it? I have told you about Kotora's thing, right, Lipa? No?
Maybe not.
Huh.
I've slept since then. Slept wrong since then, actually.
I know I mentioned it to you a bit.
Yeah. Well, you know how most of the party are data manipulators, except for currently Kotora. Well, that's kind of Kotora also has a glitch that is basically going to give him some sort of data manipulation powers, and they kind of it's basically akin to the barring data, and that's basically what he's trying to attempt right now.
And so much fresh soul data is around for him to attempt to eat.
Yeah.
It's literally right in front of his nose.
Give me a flat percentage, please.
Flat percentage.
Mm-hmm. of all the hecking times, I was trying to look up the, or look in the document you gave me for the specific ability, and my notepad is just refusing to actually open.
That's great timing.
This is why I'm not allowed to use notepads anymore, by the way. I had a notepad apocalypse. And lost a lot of data.
Oof.
Yeah.
The specific bit of data that you attempt to bite into bites back. It is very, very cold and resists being consumed. What is Kotora's ethereal resistance? Or ethereal evasion, rather?
Is 3.
Oh.
You take 5 water damage before resistances. Or before integrity.
You mean ethereal damage or physical?
Type.
My
It doesn't matter. But
Welcome back, Tal.
the data's ice gets to you.
So probably ethereal, Kotora. 4 ethereal damage.
Yeah.
Ethereal.
Ethereal. Ow.
Can somebody play the true combo card again? Because that's what this party's going through right now.
I took 2 damage while I was at 0. That puts me at -2, right?
Well, it depends if it's lethal or not, by the way.
Jeez.
Yeah, is it lethal or not lethal?
Oh, no. I cannot imagine ice being non-lethal. Intrusion countermeasures.
I will say that it is, every damage type is capable of being non-lethal.
Not ice as in cold things. Ice as in intrusion countermeasures in electronics. Anti-hacker.
Anti-hacker.
subroutines.
Basically the
Okay.
equivalency of...
Then yeah,
It's
probably
lethal.
not. But
that puts you negative, Kotora, which means you're going to start bleeding.
So yeah, Kotora tries to suddenly bite the one of the data cubes, and then he just suddenly begins to bleed from being attacked by ice. How does the attack occur, by the way?
When you bite into it, it feels like your teeth are freezing.
Oh, he's bleeding from the mouth.
Is Asher aware of this? I mean, it's his ability that's causing this to even happen in the first place, so... At least for all the cubes being out there.
Give me a perception roll.
Would Haboku have felt that?
I will get to that in just a second.
Nice.
I think Asher's aware.
Yeah, you see the ice, you see the countermeasure enact itself. You see the subroutine that called that countermeasure. And you see Kotora fall over. Or start bleeding, rather.
On the plus side, because he wasn't positive, he won't pick up another injury from it. He just destabilizes.
Yeah, the injury would be back, though.
It never went away.
It never went away.
Well, rather, the treatment is needed again, I should say.
Haboku, it is really hard to describe what you've just felt. It felt to you like somebody just did something really naughty that implicated you.
Giggity?
No, like somebody
Why
did
would-
crimes.
Why would you put it like that?
Phrasing.
Because it's
In
like
front of-
off.
in front of the audience.
It is
I know-
12:30, so
Yeah, I know what you were meant to say, but I'm just saying yes, phrasing in front of this audience. Sorry, go ahead.
Haboku will jolt slightly. Hey, everyone feeling it? But he's still too exhausted to move. That felt weird.
Well, Kotora tried to do something to your data. He should not have been capable of interacting with it, which means he must have been using some sort of ability. Asher is going to... He's going to keep the his ability going, but he is going to turn towards Kotora. Jaith?
what's up?
Restrain Kotora, or I may kill him.
All right. I'm gonna put Arcus down. Arcus isn't doing too well, by the way. You might need to inspect him. I'm gonna move up to you, Kotora.
Kotora is unconscious.
No, what? What?
No, you shouldn't be unconscious.
How are you unconscious?
Going into the, at what point do you become unconscious?
Negative your health.
Negative half your max health.
Oh, okay. Funnily enough, that is actually almost there.
That's fine.
Okay, then Kotora's eyes are just half lit as he's just looking like he's biting into thin air while biting
Yeah.
while biting the cube. and he's just looking like he's not all there at the moment.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice 2 of my own hit points to cast to use technical debt, so that way he's getting heal over time too. What?
Oh, I thought my internet died again.
Oh, so that way you're getting healing 2 over time. So every turn you're getting 2 health back to at least stabilize you, and then I am definitely going to try and restrain you. All right, Kotora, let's do this.
Kotora really isn't fighting back on the restraint. He's just like, I mean, if his mouth felt like he's frozen over, he's probably like frozen there, like his tongue was stuck on a popsicle or something.
Yeah, I'm picking you up. You're heavy. And dragging you off, and then eventually when I realize you're not resisting, I'm just gonna wrap my tail around you and drag you, because that's easier on me.
Fair.
I know you're not gonna go unconscious now. Just give a quick... You or Rhiv, somebody give a quick check on Arcus. He's not doing good. As I drag him out of the sphere. I don't think...
sorry, someone say my name?
Yes, help Arcus. Also, I don't think Kotora is even conscious right now. He's acting like a zombie. Everything all at once all the time.
So by the way, how does the restore the healing over time work?
It's 2 health for 5 rounds. I think out of combat, if you have something like that used on you, you just stabilize at 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you stabilize at 1.
Okay.
But yeah, you're gonna need medical treatment again, unfortunately.
Asher is going to do a sigh, return the data back to where it was with his modifications, and go check on Arcus.
All right. Well, if he's going to Arcus, Rhiv will go to check on Kotora.
Just to be clear, it was returned to the dog tags.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, upon that happening, Haboku will... I'll perk up. Looking a lot more, or like he usually is excitable and energetic. Oh, I feel a lot better now.
Well, good.
So, was anything interesting in them? Is it my data?
It is at least someone's data. There's a lot missing. I mean, kind of the logical conclusion here would be it's probably yours. From before whatever made you become as you are. But right now, I need to tend to Arcus, and then I need to go have a talk with Kotora.
Okay.
I will be continuing with you in the near future.
Haboku will give a resolute nod. Yeah, anything I should be doing after all of that?
Probably resting.
Okay, whatever you say. Thanks for helping.
He probably wants to rest right now.
Oh, finally, somebody that listens to the doctor.
The head cannon of the dog just flopping over and falling asleep right there. Thump.
Adorable.
I mean, Ido is.
Alright, so what's going on, Arcus?
It's been hurting.
You're kind of cutting out with...
My head's been hurting.
Alright, Asher's gonna check over the vitals and all that.
Outwardly, he seems fine. Is that his ability?
Oh yes, he's using his ability.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got Kotora at a safe distance, I hope.
Kotora interfered with the work of a god. This god is already feeling very wrathful.
I'm not sure Kotora cares.
I'm not sure Kotora is aware.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's going on with Arcus?
What isn't going on with Arcus?
Since Arcus said his head was hurting, I think your first instinct would be to look there, right?
It's kind of the same with everything. He gets the overall picture and then narrows it down.
Okay. You're sort of drawn to the memory core that's glitched out. And then you notice something happen. It fragments. And something weird happens. You're drawn into a place. It's white all around at first. And then you see Arcus and someone else, but they're obscured. They're like a silhouette. And this is the scene that plays out. You see the Arcus running towards what looks like a door, as the scene kind of forms into a house of some sort, with the silhouette in one of the rooms. You don't seem to hear anything at first, and then the door just slams open. Hey, hey, hey! And then the silhouette kind of is like, what are you, hi, Arcus. What are you... Arcus then says, hey, wanna go exploring? And then the silhouette goes, have you packed? And then Arcus goes, Stu, have to do that. Hey, what are you working on? The silhouette then goes, this. As he holds up the same emblem that is on the back of the blanket Arcus and Fulgur had. I thought this would be like a good thing to signify us as a team. Do you like it? Arcus then looks at it. Yeah, I really like it, Then the silhouette is like, that's good. He kind of rubs the back of his head. the silhouette does. So, and then Arcus goes, so, what's our team name again? And then the silhouette kind of puts a hand over their face. Do you not remember? We are. And then they both say, we are the Ruined Children. And then the memory pixelates out. And then you notice something weird start to happen with his data as you are pulled away back from the memory to back into like reality. You notice the fragment of the glitch data that broke off from the memory core start to turn back into regular data. But it's not able to do it to the same for the still glitched out memory core, just the small fragment. And with a 6, you would be able to trace that the artifact is doing that.
Concerning. He's going to pluck the fragmented piece out and see what happens.
Oh boy.
Maybe I should rescind my whole. Oh yeah, Asher and Rhiv work together when it comes to their teammates.
Like,
wait, what is Asher doing?
He's trying to pluck the fragment that just got rewinded, essentially. Lightpaw, does the artifact release its grasp willingly on that fragment? I'm not sure it would.
It really doesn't want to. Can I get a presence roll? Asher. And opposed by whatever you think the artifact would do to counter that. Maybe also presence?
I don't have a stat sheet for the artifact. So how many dice do you think it would be?
If you don't have a stat sheet, then we will... Sorry.
I mean, if it's not giving it up, Asher's not going to pull it out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you for saving me the work. I mean, what?
Basically, that was a... If it's going to drift away, he's going to store it for safekeeping. But if it's being held on to, well, then he doesn't have to worry about it just disappearing.
Yeah, and I would say you also sort of notice it begins to, like, freeze over. Like, the, glitch data is kind of... But it's... It seems more like a... response instead of, like, an active response. More like a passive response. So it's like less held on to than the other one is. I don't know, I think I'm over-explaining.
So, like a magnetic attraction, not a death grip.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to give it a few more tugs. Mostly, again, more to make sure that it is not going to go away. And then he'll try and, again, gently put it back into where it was originally.
funny thing is, it starts to do something a little weird. It sort of starts to link from the healthy part of the memory core to the restored fragment. Not interacting with the glitch part at all.
I am struggling to follow anything that you are trying to explain here, but
Yeah.
I guess I will. He will just nudge it back to the healthy part if that's where it seems to want to go and should be.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, if it does successfully go in there. He is going to take the data from the paralytic honey that he has. But extract just the sticky trait from it. And kind of put it in there like a glue.
So light paw does it stick?
Advanced medical procedure going here. We're just gonna glue this into place.
I don't know. It's in there with glue or something.
Hey, duct tape and super glue.
Duct tape, super glue, and WD-40. If those three things don't fix it, it's never going to be fixed. Sorry.
You just took the stickiness out of the honey, not all of the honey, right?
Well, of course not. He's not going to put paralytic honey as it is into Arcus's head.
I don't know. That sounds kind of in character.
Yes.
Oh.
He has no reason to be upset with Arcus right now. Arcus was being reasonable about the ruins and everything. But he has every reason to be pissed the fuck off with both Rhiv and Kotora right now.
He's gonna be way angrier considering Rhiv is gonna leave around noon to go to the ruins.
He will not follow.
We'll get to that actually probably next session because it's getting late. But Arcus, the memory clicks into place, and in fact, whenever your mind drifts across that memory, you actually find it hard to take your attention away from it because the memory is now sticky.
Yay for sticky memories.
Oh, literally.
Well, that's one way to stick it to the mind.
How is that
never
feeling?
forget this moment.
How is that feeling?
Arcus now looks like he's having a panic attack.
He's going to pull out the stickiness and put it back in the honey.
Fair.
And now?
What was that?
Something that you're not going to remember anyways. Then again, I guess if I put it back in there, maybe... No, you're probably still not going to remember because it was fuzzy. Something that we're going to need to look into in a different way at some point. But how are you feeling? Still got a headache?
No. But why? Ow.
What? What was that, Gimund?
He seems very conflicted.
If you've got something to say, then please say it.
I don't remember someone there before.
Like I said, you're not going to remember who it is anyways. You're not, so, we can't let you know who it is.
He looks sad.
It'll be something that we will fix at some point, alright? Just right now, it's not the time.
Okay. And he sits near Jace and uses Jace's tail as a pillow.
Well, Jace is over with Kotora.
Oh, never mind then.
Why don't you go sit with Haboku? Just rest for a bit.
And Arcus is gonna join the sleep on the ground pile.
Do
Alright.
we need a card that is Jace's bed?
Probably. Now I've got a Gabumon to go smite.
I'm pretty sure he's well smitten already.
He's still breathing. And there is not just a pile of dust on the ground. But I suppose that's probably something that will have to be saved for next session.
And we are kind of out of time.
Dang.
We got really into the thick of things.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Apparently everybody had decided to just have problems right then.
Rhiv didn't.
Oh, Rhiv has other problems going on.
Well, yeah, but not he did not pick up any problems from that.
To be
Hey,
fair,
Jace is
Haboku was
keeping his
intending to
mental-
ask.
Jace is keeping his mental breakdown in check here. The PTSD hasn't caused any issues yet.
Yep.
Yet.
Yet.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay.
And Haboku's just keeping his soul close to him because it can't go inside his body just yet.
That'll be something Asher might try at some point. Don't worry. Or maybe worry. That might be something you should worry about, actually. But first he's got to get it compressed and de-spaghettified. But either way, for now, thank you all so much for joining us today for Data Anomaly Hunter's Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to grab a commission from one of the artists I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.